All right, we're going to dive deep into the shadows of how people interact. We're talking about dark psychology, and we're going to break down the 7 most common manipulation tricks that people use to try and control you. Let's just get right into it. So, let me ask you something. Have you ever been in a situation where someone didn't, yell at you or threaten you, but they just somehow made you doubt yourself, or made you feel guilty for seemingly no reason, or maybe left you feeling like you were constantly scrambling for their approval? If any of that sounds familiar, well, you've probably come face to face with what we're talking about today. You know that feeling? It actually has a name. It's dark psychology. See, manipulators don't need to be forceful. Instead, they use these subtle, kind of sneaky psychological tactics to get inside your head, influence your thoughts, your emotions, and yeah, ultimately, your decisions, all while flying completely under the radar. Okay, so let's get into it. We are going to pull back the curtain on the 7 most effective, most common dark psychology tricks that are used to control people. And trust me, just knowing what these are is your first and best line of defense. We're going to start with the tricks that are designed to completely warp your perception of reality. I mean, these are the ones that make you question what's even real in the first place. So, first up is one of the most destructive ones out there, gaslighting. This is when a manipulator deliberately makes you question your own memory, what you see, and even your own sanity. And over time, this just chips away at your self-confidence until you feel completely dependent on their version of what happened. And you'll hear phrases like, "You're just overreacting," or the classic, "That never happened." Hearing that stuff again and again, it's incredibly disorienting. It's designed to do one thing, to make you wonder if maybe you're the one who's going crazy. It's a really powerful tool for control. Next up is a much more subtle trick called mirroring. This is where someone starts copying you, your body language, your hobbies, your opinions, maybe even the little phrases you use. The whole point is to build this instant, but totally artificial feeling of connection. And it feels amazing at first, right? You think, wow, I finally met someone who just gets me. But in reality, they're just holding up a mirror and reflecting you back at yourself. This works because, well, we're all naturally drawn to people who seem like us. Manipulators know this, and they totally exploit it to gain your trust really fast before they start to influence you. Okay, let's move on and see how this all builds. Now we're going to look at the tricks that are less about messing with your reality and more about directly controlling what you do, making you do what they want. And that brings us to love bombing. This isn't just a little affection. This is like a tidal wave of compliments, gifts, and attention, all at the beginning of a relationship. It feels like a fairy tale for sure, but its real purpose is to get you emotionally hooked on them as fast as humanly possible. It's so important to see the difference here. Healthy affection, that's gradual. It builds trust, it's consistent. Love bombing, on the other hand, is totally overwhelming. It's designed to create dependency, and that fire hose of affection is almost always conditional. As soon as you're hooked, they can threaten to turn it off to control you. Okay, next up is triangulation. This is such a classic tactic. It's where the manipulator brings a third person into your dynamic. Now, this isn't necessarily about a love triangle. It's about creating jealousy, competition, and insecurity just to keep you off balance. You might hear them constantly bring up an ex or a coworker or even a friend just to compare you. And the goal is simple, really. It's to make you feel like you're not quite good enough and force you to fight for their attention and approval. It keeps you right where they want you. Let's talk about scarcity and urgency. This is basically taking marketing tactics and applying them to emotional manipulation. By creating this artificial fear of missing out, that FOMO feeling, they can rush you into making big decisions without actually thinking them through. So you'll hear things like, "This is a once-in-a-lifetime chance," or "If you don't commit to this right now, then we're done." That pressure is designed to completely bypass your logical brain and just prey on your fear, making it way more likely you'll do what they want right now. Okay, number 6 is a heavy one, guilt tripping. This usually involves them playing the victim. They make you feel responsible for their happiness, their sadness, their problems, you name it. It's a really nasty form of emotional blackmail that's designed to make you feel obligated to them. And this line, it's a classic for a reason. By making themselves out to be the martyr, they shift all the blame onto you. It creates this sense of debt that they can then cash in whenever they want something from you. And man, is it effective. And finally, number 7, the silent treatment. Now, this is not the same as someone just needing some space. This is a deliberate, punishing act of emotional withdrawal. They'll ignore your calls, your texts, go completely cold, or pull away all affection as a way to punish you for something they think you did wrong. It creates a huge amount of anxiety and uncertainty, doesn't it? You start to panic, wondering, what did I do wrong? And that desperation you feel to just get the connection back makes you chase them. And in doing that, they're literally training you to avoid any behavior they don't like in the future. So after hearing all of that, I'm sure the big question is, how do you protect yourself, right? How do you cut those strings of manipulation? Well, this last part is all about your defense. Honestly, your single greatest, most powerful defense is awareness. That's it. Just knowing that these tactics exist, understanding how they work, and being able to put a name to it when you see it happen, that is the most powerful first step you can possibly take. And here are some actual steps you can take. First, always trust your gut. If something feels off in a relationship or an interaction, it probably is. Second, you have to set and enforce clear boundaries about what you will and will not accept. Don't ignore those red flags, no matter how charming someone seems. And most importantly, remember this. A real, healthy connection will never make you constantly doubt yourself. So as we wrap this up, I want you to think about this for yourself. After hearing about these tactics, which boundary in your own life will you make a point to reinforce first? Your peace of mind is absolutely worth protecting. Thanks for joining me for this explainer.